help if I turned on my camera. Jesus. I am slacking today. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope everybody is having a fantastic Sunday evening. We are live for another episode of the OMG It's Derek podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by my friend, Barb. What's going on, Barb?
Hi, nice to see everyone.
So, how's your Sunday evening going?
Yuki, by the way.
Wait, what?
AKA Yuki.
AKA Yuki. Oh, is that how you prefer to be introduced? Is Yuki?
Not really, but since my
okay.
nickname is Yuki, I don't think if you say Barb, anyone's gonna know who I am.
True, fair enough. A lot of people are used to seeing your name in the chat, which is Yuki.
Exactly.
So you're right.
And everybody's like, who the fuck is this person? So yeah.
I thought,
Barb, AKA Yuki.
yes, the greatest emote artist on the face of the planet.
That's
Why do you laugh?
That's because that's a little bit of over affirmation.
What do you mean over information? That you are 100% the baddest Mama Jamma emote maker
The baddest.
that I know.
Baddest.
No, baddest in a good way. Princess says hello, Barb. That's what Princess said. My wife says hi, Barb. It is Ellie. Okay, so actually it's not my wife, it's my daughter.
Hey Ellie, hey Princess, welcome to the stream. I'm so happy to see you.
When I said bad, I was saying like baddest, like you're like the that means the best. Princess says screams. You got fans already. I bring Yuki on for one podcast and she's already got the groupies that are screaming for her in the background. So you said your brother is still with you? I thought you said he left yesterday.
He came back.
Wait. Did he actually like leave and then come back, or you just meant last night that he was out?
No, he left. He came back to his house and then he came back this morning and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Go somewhere else.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
I can't stand it anymore, I swear. I'm so over this.
Wait, are your nieces still there then as well?
No, thank God.
Where are they at?
They're at their mother's house.
Oh, okay. Is your brother like? I swear he's like secretly trying to move in with you, Barb.
Secretly? Are you sure? It's secretly?
Maybe it's not so much a secret, but apparently he's trying to move in with you.
Yeah, he brought some clothes last time. I got a little worried.
Oh shit!
He left some clothes here.
Oh god.
That was interesting.
Poor Barb.
That was very interesting.
She's gonna get driven to the insane asylum by her
Probably,
family.
yes. Probably. I mean, I love my family, but they drive me crazy sometimes. I'm a very quiet person. I like to hang out and chill and be in silence sometimes. I'm not allowed that when everyone's around.
Yeah, I'm very much the same way, and I tell you what, it has to drive my family crazy. I feel horrible sometimes for my wife and kids because they're like, "Oh, let's all have fun and play," and I'm like, "Silent. I just want everything to be quiet."
Reminds me of Ahmed, the dead terrorist. I don't know if you saw that, but it's
I
hilarious.
have seen that.
Silence! I kill you!
Silence! I kill you!
That is amazing.
Yeah,
That
and
is really
Walter,
incredibly funny.
his puppet Walter's funny too, the old guy, and he does.
Oh
like,
my
the
god, I
Walmart
love
skin
him.
stuff.
There was
Yeah,
I
whatever
remember
happened to
saw-
that guy? He was like popular for like a year or two, and then he
I
just
don't
kind of fell off the
know.
face of the earth. What was his name?
Wait.
Oh, I can't remember
Oh
his
my God.
name.
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, Princess says Jeff Dunham. That's it. I was
Yes,
thinking of
that's the
I
one.
was thinking of Bo Burnham. I don't know if any of you guys know Bo Burnham. He's an older creator of the internet. Like he was in the early days of the internet. that was he used to do like funny songs and stuff. Oh my god, they were so hilarious. My wife says Walter is your dad. You know what? True, actually. Actually, that's true. That must be
Really?
my wife talking now. My dad is an old cranky fart, man. He hates the world. He hates everybody in the world. He is definitely one of the world is ending type people.
Oh my god.
Everything's super negative all the time. Let me give you an example. Barb.
Okay.
So, the Cleveland Browns, which is the football team by our house, like in our city, the NFL. I don't know how much you know about football or anything since you're not in the States. Right. So they're like our football team. We've been doing so they're actually they're horrible. Our football team sucks balls. They're bad. We lose every year. We have for as long as I've been born. We don't even ever make playoffs or anything. We're garbage. We're trash. So the other day, this year, let me say that first. This year they're actually winning a little bit. They're 10-5 or something, or 9-5 or something like that. But they're winning more games than they're losing for once. So there was this meme on Facebook going around that said, I'm going to hold a picture up to the camera for those of you hearing the thing, but it says, rest of the NFL looking at the Browns and it has it's showing that Kevin Hart face where he's has the mic and he's leaning to the side looking. And then the comment says, the most Browns thing in the world would be to go to the Super Bowl in a year that fans are not permitted to go. So ha ha ha, that would, because they always lose, they always let down, the running joke is they always let down their fans. So it's the year they would finally do good and go to the Super Bowl, which they're not going to go to the Super Bowl, but it's a meme. It's the year that there's coronavirus and we wouldn't actually be able to go and see them in the Super Bowl. So I send that to my dad because we're Browns fans, even though they suck and lose and I hate my life and hate that we watch them. And he's here's his reply back to me. I don't think the Browns would make it to the Super Bowl. I'm it's a joke, Dad. ... He's I know, but I'm just saying. I'm I don't think so either. ... Just thought it was funny. He's yeah, it is. So the Browns play the Ravens Monday night. Might be a good game. That's his response to me. He's always just super, which is funny because he actually can be funny when he's trying to joke around or stuff, but he's just, I don't know, can be super negative. There's times he's not and there's times he's funny and all that.
I get it. I'm that type of person sometimes, unintentionally.
Well, I am sometimes unintentionally as well because of my dad. My wife has pointed it out quite frequently, as spouses do to try to help you out in life.
Yeah, they do.
I'm being sarcastic. She just likes to... No, just...
Daniel actually is the one that gets jealous whenever I make good jokes.
He gets jealous when you make a good joke?
Jealous because he didn't think of it first. So he's jealous and he doesn't laugh at it. And I'm that was a good joke. And he said, I'm not gonna say anything about that. And he just goes completely serious face. And I'm are you jealous because I thought of it first? And he's shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about it. And then 5 minutes later, he's why didn't I think of it? It was so obvious. It was such an obvious joke.
I feel I don't know. My wife's in the chat, so she'll probably say otherwise. But I feel I'm pretty quick with it. My problem is I am extremely sarcastic. Extremely. So sarcastic that 99% of the time, I don't know how many times people get think I'm being serious. All the time. And and in my brain, I'm what are you I'm totally joking. How do you not see that? So I don't know. I feel I'm quick-witted. I feel I'm whatever, but it seems that nobody ever gets it. I guess I'm too sarcastic. My wife does laughing emojis. I think she was doing that to the when I said she always likes to let me know when I'm being negative. Bridget says that's like when people tell a joke and don't get it, then they say I don't get it, da da da, and then when it's explained, they say, "Oh, yes, that's my dad."
Oh.
My wife says, "Princess, I hate that." LOL. Princess says, "Me too. It's so awkward." My wife says, "Ellie says, tell me about it with your sarcasm." Princess says, "Laugh my ass off." My wife says, "I can't ever tell when he's sarcastic. I just always think he's angry." Yeah, I always get that a lot too. People be like, "Oh, you're angry," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you like?" Now I'm angry because you're telling me I'm angry. Like I was just being sarcastic.
I'm not the type to act angry when I'm sarcastic, but I'm the type to act sad because I get Daniel's sympathy when I do that, and now he doesn't believe me anymore.
Yeah, I guess I tend to. No, you're fine. I guess I tend to use anger sarcastically a lot. So then people think I'm actually angry, and I'm not at all. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that for the 3 times that I did it, like right in the beginning of our relationship, he was actually upset, thinking that I was sad, and I'm like doing this sadness voice, like I'm about to cry. And then after I prolonged it long enough, I was like, "How didn't you know I was joking?" He got so mad. It was so funny.
I feel like because I feel like when you're good at sarcastic, like being sarcastic or whatever, or you're good at sarcasm, I guess would be the right way to speak English there, Derek. Hello. I feel like when you're good at it, like it's so easy for you to notice when other people's doing it. Then, like I said, it just kind of becomes this like unspoken tongue between people. And then when you meet someone that's not good at reading sarcasm, like they just think everything you're doing is completely overboard, and you're just like, what the fuck's even happening right now? How is this turning into something serious when this has all just been sarcasm?
Reminds me of have you watched The Big Bang Theory? I always remember Sheldon Cooper. Is that sarcasm?
Yep.
And then you say another sarcastic phrase and he's like, was that sarcasm? Oh my god, I can't stop laughing. I feel insane.
My wife says, like me, I'm not sarcastic. LOL. Oh, I'm well aware, babe. Oh, I'm well aware.
I am very sarcastic, and my best friend is too.
Wait, who's your best friend?
My best friend is Gabriella.
Who is Gabriella? How have I never heard about a best friend? I thought you were going to say me or Princess or Daniel. At first, I thought you were going to be cutesy and be like, oh, Daniel's my best friend. I was going to be like, no. But then I thought you were going to say me or Princess.
Gabriella is my best friend, and we've met when we were 3. Like, we were little kids, and we were at kindergarten, and I was this cranky little motherfucker. I didn't smile for the
Wait, you said cranky?
Yes.
Okay.
I was so mad all the time. I hated life.
It's called depression.
I'm pretty much like I was 3 years old.
What, you don't think you can have depression at 3?
I wasn't depressed. I just didn't have a good humor.
Oh, okay.
I didn't, because I lived among 9 older cousins and an older brother. All men who bullied me all the time. So I didn't find it funny at all.
Fair enough.
So yeah, she met me when we were 3, and I was this cranky little serious face bitch, and she looked at me from across the room and she said, "That's the person I'm gonna be friends with." So she walked to me and she started talking to me, and I was there not giving a smile. And then after like a week, she got a smile out of me, and we were friends forever.
And
we're very close.
So you were 3, and how old was she? Is she the same age as you?
3, yeah. She's like a few months older than me.
Does she or do you guys still actively do you guys? Well, I know coronavirus, but do you still see each other, or you guys just talk every now and then? Or
last time we met was a couple of years ago, because that's when she moved to Florida.
Oh, she lives
And
here
I'm
in the
still in
States.
Brazil. Yes, she does. She lives in
Wow.
Oklahoma now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did
She's an
she
amazing person.
enter illegally or legally?
Legally.
Oh, cool.
She was promoted from her job, and then
Mm-hmm.
that job gave her the opportunity to live abroad and still be working.
Oh, nice.
And also, she has Italian descent, I think.
Uh-huh.
So she did all the visa thing and everything, and she lives there for the past 2 years.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, she is
Super cool.
awesome. We have a lot of fun together, and we're very intimate. Last time we video called each other.
Oh God, where's
She
this
asked
heading?
She asked me if I was playing something, as if I was playing anything
If you were playing with something?
by text. Yeah, if I was playing games or anything.
Okay.
And I said, no, I'm actually pooping. And she called me anyway. So I was like, cool. This is where our friendship headed.
My wife says, I thought I was your best friend. Then Princess says, starts crying. You made Princess and my wife cry because they're not your best friends.
Well, she's my oldest friend, if that counts
Oldest
for-
You know what I always tell
Best
people? You
friend, yes.
can have more than one best friend. You can have a bazillion. My wife says, "Oh, I remember you telling me about her, LOL, because I have a best friend since I was 5."
I did.
Then
I
Becca says I did the same face, Derek, when you said that you guys were. I made a weird face because it sounded like you were gonna, because you said you guys were super intimate. And,
Oh no, not at all. We just poop in front of each other all the time.
Oh, normal stuff.
Very basically. Yeah, it's very basic.
Normal.
Yeah, she was scared.
You know, I go around pooping in front of all my friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's just some normal thing.
I know. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like,
Normal.
She was scared. Not that she was scared, but she loved my company so much that she was like, "Don't leave me alone, please. Go to the bathroom with me." And I'm like, "I'm gonna die." And she said, "No, you're fine. It's not gonna stink." 5 seconds later, I was dying, begging for air, and she said, "No, please stay." She was awful, though. She is awful.
Listen, I have to, since this whole topic's coming up, I have to ask the question every man always wants to ask. Why do all you women go to the bathroom at the same time when you guys go out? What do you guys do in there?
We talk
About
honestly.
like the guys you're with and stuff, or what? Or you just random shit?
Everything. We random chat. And
Random
like
shit.
for me, I always went to the bathroom as a bodyguard.
As a bodyguard?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie.
I work out.
I always went to the bathroom as a bodyguard because Gabriella, she does not lock doors. She's terrified of locking doors. So I would be holding the door. I would go in with her. Anywhere. We would go to just the same stall together. And then she would be like, "Please hold the door." And I'm like, "Why can't I hold it from the other side? Why do I have to be here?" And she's like, "It's gonna be quick." And I'm like, "Dude, let me out. What is wrong with you?"
Let me be the bouncer on the outside of the door, please.
Yeah, but like, and then we would just go out and talk and put
So it
makeup
sounds to
on
me
and talk
like
more.
you were drug into this female tradition unwillingly. You were
I
forced
was.
into it.
I like to do things by myself.
Same. Princess says my cat watches me poop. LOL.
My
Where
dog
is this
watches
podcast heading?
I mean,
My wife says we just talked.
I
Princess
wanted
says
to
Princess says we have private meetings about female global
Yes.
domination.
yes, we do.
My
That's
wife
very
says
true. But I was trying to make him not know about that. So I just said we talked.
Princess just gave it all up. Here
Just gave it
Here
up.
live on the OMG It's Derek podcast, the secrets of a feminine world come out.
Oh my god, wait. I'm sorry. Someone's
What are you
calling.
sorry for? Yo, Jarman, if you type exclamation kit, it'll give you all of my Kiss stuff. Or it's down in the oh shit. There's a link down in the description. But here I'll post it for you, my friend. But you can see my kit by typing exclamation kit. There you go. There's the link to the gear that I use over on my website.
Rebecca, she's like, my kids and my dogs watch me poop.
Wait, I missed that. Oh, she said my kids and my dogs watch me poop. That's probably true. 100% true.
I can only imagine. There was a time, like,
Princess
past
says,
week
"Oh no,
or
that was
so.
our boss calling Barb." And
Yes.
Eureka.
Don't tell him. Yeah. So like 2 weeks ago, I was pooping. Like I always go in the morning, every day.
Same.
And
Sometimes I go multiple times a day.
Yeah, same. But like I was just having my time, chilling, let my bowel do whatever, and then my niece does like, "Auntie, are you there?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm here." I heard she's sitting down and say, "Let's talk then." I'm like, "Am I a mom? What happened here? Why is there a kid outside my door when I'm pooping? Please leave me alone."
Listen, that's as much as you think that might be mom life, it's not, because if it was mom life, they would open the door and come in.
It was locked. She couldn't. She tried.
They would somehow find a way. You would sit down to poop, and the shower curtain would open, and there would be your kids. That's mom and dad life. No. Jarman in the chat says, "How do you be live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time?" I use a website called Restream, Jarman. restream.io. He says, "I'm watching you from India, by the way. Love from India." Yo, we love India. Much love, Jarman. Britta says, "Laughing my ass off." My wife says, "Oh my God, Derek, you are right." She says, "Tanner even hands me the Here, Mom." Tanner hands her the toilet paper. Ellie helps her wipe. "You missed the spot, Mom." Like, would you get out of here?
I don't want to be a mother. I don't. I'm sorry. I love kids.
It's a tough job.
I love kids. I love kids. Please don't get me wrong. I love kids. I can't wait till my friends have kids and I can spoil them. But like, I want to have the freedom to give the kid back and be like, "Here, it's yours again."
Yeah. I mean, so do I, honestly. Like, so do I. But like I don't think that ever goes away. Like, sometimes like I tell it to, like, and maybe I'm just a shitty parent. I don't know. But like, I even tell it to my wife all the time, and she'll sometimes get mad at me. I'm like, she'll be like, "Sometimes it's like you just don't even want to be a dad." And I'm like, "You're goddamn right. Sometimes I don't want to be. They get on my goddamn nerves." But and I forget, she's watching. I'm gonna get like bitch slapped in a second. But she knows. I think she's starting to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is so the flip side of that is, even though you do sometimes feel like that, and again, I'm not trying to convince you to have kids. You do, and I think if people don't want kids, they don't need that. I'm not like one of those like everybody should have kids.
Yeah,
but
you need to pass on your
the one thing that like what makes all of the shit of parenting worth it is like, you never truly feel unconditional love, I feel like really, until you have a kid.
Yeah, I
like
know.
Like, even your parents, like, they love you, yeah. Like, even me, like, I love my kids, but we're adults already. We're kind of selfish by nature. We sometimes don't want to be bothered. Kids, they just love you no matter what. Like, you could be a total dickhead to your kids, and they still love you. Like, you just don't get that kind of love from anybody else. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy, like, how much your kids just love you all the time, 24/7. No matter how good of a parent you are, no matter how shitty of a parent, like, your good days, your bad days, like, your wife, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, all that stuff. Like, if I get shitty at my wife's like, "You're a little shitty asshole. Get the fuck away from me." My kids, they just still love me. They're like a little fucking, like, they just love me. Like, even if I'm a little shitty dickhead one day, they're just like, "Hey,
they're a little.
I'm like, "I love you too."
They're a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I absolutely love kids. I just don't want my own. Which is fine.
And like I said, that's everybody's choice. I don't try to push kids on, but I'm just saying that's like the one benefit that, like, makes all the shitty parts of parenthood.
That's the part where
good.
I consider being a mom.
And it's
but I have too many
amazing.
psychological restraints to be a mother. Like the pregnancy part, I can't. I can never. I can't.
You know,
I
me
can't.
either.
I'm so sorry.
I
am
can't do the
so
pregnancy
sorry.
either thing, Barb. I feel you on that one.
I can't. Like having to throw up all the. I can't. I can't.
My wife,
I'm sorry.
see, like I don't know how,
I-
I don't know like what the ratio is, but like my wife, she really didn't like, she didn't really get morning sickness or anything like that. She didn't get, like, she actually, I was shocked, like, and this might just be a testament to like how badass my fucking wife is, but
She
like,
is.
like I felt like pregnancy was fucking easy, like it was after the kid was here that shit got tough.
No, my like everyone told me all the time, like, oh my god, I get morning sickness all the time. My mom said I went to university and I would get sick on the bus. And I was like, I don't want that kind of life. I can't stand being nauseous. I get panic attacks. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I don't remember.
was
Like I
like,
said, I don't really remember Becca ever getting sick too much. I mean, I'm sure she
That's
got
a
morning
good thing.
sickness a couple
That's a
times.
great thing.
And also, I think a lot of times they say, and I don't know how true this is. This is me talking out my ass, but I think there's some truth to this. So somebody feel free to fact check me. Law says I'm a kid, age 11. Welcome to the stream, Law. Good to see you again, by the way. But in order that what I was gonna say was, I actually think a lot of times, like in terms of like, because you mentioned anxiety and stuff, I actually think when you get pregnant, a lot of times that stuff gets better during the pregnancy. Like if I've heard a lot of like it actually fixes a lot of that stuff during the it comes back after the pregnancy, but I swear I've heard that it actually helps with that like anxiety and stuff when you're actually like during the pregnancy.
I don't.
Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm talking out my ass.
I don't know. I'm just.
Barb's like, I don't know that I buy that one, Derek.
But I'm the type of person who I just can't. You know, it's like, it's irrational. It's panic. It's not about, oh, I'm scared of throwing up. No. It goes further than that. If I hear someone coughing on the street, I'm like, that person is gonna throw up, and I'm gonna see it, and I'm gonna be nauseous as well, and I'm gonna get sick. That's the kind of thought that goes into my mind. I don't ever eat outside my house unless I know the place where I'm going to, or it's like chips that are bagged and sealed, but like fresh things, as in, oh, here, have a bagel or whatever. I'm like, nope, I don't know this place. I'm not gonna eat it. I don't know what's in there. I don't.
We eat out of the house, but I do have an aversion, like you said, to throwing up and stuff. I can't do messy stuff at all, whether it's like throw up, blood, shit everywhere, diarrhea, any of that kind of stuff. I can't do it. If I try to do it, I'm throwing up. It's pretty bad. There's still times, like I was telling my wife the other day, she went to, I think it was my sister's birthday party, or like my sister had like a girls' night for her birthday. And she went to that, and I kept Tanner, and Tanner had a blood in his diaper. The whole time I'm trying to change him and deal with it, I'm in there like, I mean, literally on the verge of throwing up everywhere, because it was just, I just don't do anything gross at all. Princess says, I'm just scared to give birth. I would prefer a stork. Just bring me the baby. My wife says, I never get morning sickness with either of my kids. She said, of course I had preeclampsia with Ellie and gestational diabetes with my son.
Oh, great! What is morning sickness compared to those? Yay!
True. Princess says, I thought it can get worse because your hormone levels change so much. I said I might be talking about my ass, but I thought I've read that or whatever. I did go to school for psychology, so I feel like I've had to have heard that somewhere for me to say it. My wife says I felt way happier during my pregnancies, but batshit crazy after I had them. Postpartum depression, right? Isn't that what that's called?
Yeah.
Princess says, wait, I think I'm talking about afterbirth, like postpartum. Yeah. After can be rough. My wife says, yes, Princess, people can get that terribly. Yeah, that would be, my wife got a little down afterwards. Law says, do you play Fortnite? I do not, man. I don't play any FPSs, really. Yes, true. I damn straight, girl. I ain't even trying to hide it. I suck at FPSs, and my life has gotten better ever since I decided to just admit it and never play any more fucking FPSs.
It's fine. I'm a horrible FPS too. High five, dude. High five.
Yes. Virtual high five, Barb.
Yes. I slept my webcam. I don't know why. But
I did too.
It is turned off. It is turned off, but I did
Okay,
anyway.
you might be a little crazier than mine. At least mine's on and I can see myself doing it.
Yeah, mine is off. Mine is just staring at me. Are you scared that people can see you through a webcam?
No.
I am sometimes.
I mean, I
Sometimes
definitely
I get
think,
paranoid about that.
yeah, me and my wife just watched a documentary. First off, actually, before I get into this, let me say, me and my wife just watched a documentary called My Octopus Teacher. If you have not seen this documentary
that is so cool.
on Netflix, it is so
Oh my
fucking good.
God,
So
please
fucking
watch it.
good. It is.
Please
Did you see
watch
it?
Yes.
It's so good, isn't it?
Fucking amazing. I'm sorry about the word. There is no other word that can say this. It's fucking amazing.
It is so good. I heard about it on a Tim Ferriss podcast, and I was like,
My
just sitting
mother
there.
actually told me about it.
My wife says I cried a bit. Bridget says, laugh my ass. That sounds like a children's book.
I always cry. I cry about everything.
Law
I'm a
says,
very
then,
sensitive person.
Law says, then why did you get an RTX 2080 Super? What do you mean, why? Just because I don't play FPSs doesn't mean I can't have a nice graphics card. The fuck? I have a 2080 Super and I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 right now, and I fucking get like 30 frames per second with that shit.
Yeah, there we go.
I cannot remember how I pronounce your names, but he said, you heard of XCOM? I have. Again, I don't play FPSs, though. Princess says, I want to see it now. What is it about? It is about a guy that becomes friends with an octopus. He goes free diving every day into this kelp forest off of the coast of Africa, and he ends up befriending a octopus and watching its entire life, because octopuses only live for a year. So he basically befriends it when it's little and then watches it through its whole life. Every single day he goes and visits this octopus, like becomes friends with it. Princess says, a year? Yes. A whole year. Well, I mean, when he met the octopus, it was probably like a month or maybe 2 years old. But from that point till its death, he watched it die at the end. Like, he watched it all the way through. I don't want to spoil anything. I might have already by saying that, but I mean, that's not really spoiling. I mean, I said they only live a year and he was there the whole time, but that's all I'm going to say. It's really fucking good. Watch it. You'll like it. Anyways, what I also was going to say is we also watched the Edward Snowden documentary, because you were just talking about webcams and security and stuff. Have you seen that one?
No,
It's actually older. I think it came out in 2016 or 2017.
I might not have it here because it would have called my attention.
Okay.
What's the name again? Edward
I think it's called Snowden.
Snowden. Okay.
Yeah, Princess says, oh yeah, I saw Netflix just added that. Yeah, I saw it on there, and I actually he was just on Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan and Tim Ferriss are the two I always listen to.
Wait, is it about the Cambridge thing?
No. Cambridge Analytical, that's with Facebook.
Yeah.
And data.
Okay,
yeah, that's different. Edward Snowden is the whistleblower
That's the
from
only
the
one that
United
I have
States.
here. That's why I had to ask.
Yeah, Edward Snowden is the whistleblower here from the States that basically got out that the United States government, our government, was basically spying on all of its own citizens. And then because of that, they charged him with the Espionage Act because he leaked that information out of he worked for the NSA and the CIA and stuff. So he's actually a fugitive now. He lives in Russia. He was actually trying to make his way, I believe, down to Brazil, but his plane got stopped and he ended up getting stuck in Russia, and he's been there now for a couple years, which kind of worked out in his favor because Russia won't extradite to the United States. But there's like kind of two, like here in the States, there's like two sides of it. Like there's half of the people that think he should be like acquitted of everything because what he did was considered heroic. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm in that camp. I think whistleblowers should get protection.
Yeah.
But there's also the half of the camp that think, he's a terrorist and deserves to be died or whatever. But anyways, it was a really good podcast. Well, but anyways, the reason I bring that up is because they talk a lot about that, how like they could see through your webcams and stuff on your computer and can spy on you basically.
Yeah.
But I don't ever worry about it too much, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really have an amazing life. I mean, there's nothing to spy on. But I just get paranoid sometimes. Like, very sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been more... Oh, my wife says we are heading off of here. Y'all have a good night. All right, my baby.
Oh, good night, Becca. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you had fun, and I hope you have an awesome good night's sleep, because you deserve it. And I love you.
Princess says, I think he should be...
nicer to your wife than you are. Oh, my God.
I said, all right, baby, have a good night. I mean, okay.
I'm such a nice person.
If you want to get into the United States that bad, Barb, all you got to say is... Christian says, I think he should be acquitted. He told the truth. Joker says, impossible. It's Derek. Hokage says, got to tape over them cams. It's funny because a lot of people in the higher up tech field, like even Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, he actually keeps a piece of tape over his webcams on his laptops and stuff. I don't do all that. I don't think they could activate my. I don't think they could activate my DSLR camera because it's not connected via USB. It can't be controlled. It's just an HDMI out into my computer. Wait, what'd you say?
Do you think, or are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that they can't activate my DSLR camera, which is like, that's what you guys are seeing me with. So I don't actually have a webcam.
Let me answer this because Ellie was too cute and she said I can stay in her room. So thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Becca, for allowing that to happen. That was adorable.
Princess says, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I had a horrible encounter with a YouTube community who ended up harassing me and spying on me. Wait, you did not tell me that. How were they spying on you? My wife says, Ellie said, oh, you read that already. Law says, what? 30 FPS on an RTX 2080 Super on Fortnite? You can get 240 frames on it. Well, I mean, that on Cyberpunk 2077, which just came out, that's with ray tracing on, ultra settings, and running at 3440 by 1440p ultra wide. So fuck you, Law. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Hokage says they can just watch your streams. You know what? Fair enough. I was gonna say I put kind of everything about me out. That's not true though. What you guys see on the internet is half of my life. You guys don't know my dark web secret side of my life. I have a whole nother identity on the dark web. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
I wish my life was exciting.
Ooh. Also, I just noticed something funny.
What's that?
My teeth are as pointy as yours.
Wait, what?
My teeth, the canines, are as pointy as yours. I just saw you smiling, and I'm like, mine are that big. I swear.
I don't think they're that much. I wish I would have got my teeth fixed when I was younger, so they were a little more straighter.
Yeah, mine.
Not horrible, but
I used braces for 9 years, and my teeth are still a little crooked because I took them out. Long story. I don't want to get into that.
All right, Barb's got some issues with braces. Some kind of deep story there.
It's just
I don't want to talk about it. It's too stressful.
It's just that I've used them for so long. And every time I went back there, remind that I went to the dentist every month.
Ugh.
And then every time I came back, she would find a new problem with my teeth.
I had a dentist like that, and I found out he was gypping me.
After 9 years, I'm like, you know what? Take this goddamn thing off. I can't
9 years?
stand it anymore.
Fuck.
9 years. 9 years.
Princess says, one of the ladies I befriended hacked my phone and my laptop. Holy shit. How'd she do that? Why are you making friends with hackers, Princess? Law says, what did you say to me? I was just kidding, dude. Settle down a little bit. Princess says, laugh my ass off. What? Princess says, have you seen what they do to your teeth with veneers? They shave them down to points. It looks so creepy. I have seen it because I've seen like people that like get them like, vampire looking and whatever with them.
That screws up your teeth.
Or I've actually seen the picture where somebody did it to all of their teeth. Is that what you were talking about, Princess? Like every single one of their teeth were like that, and it looked like, why would you do that? Why? What would possess you to do that? Barb, give me answers.
Yes.
What would possess anybody to do that?
Insane.
Like, I understand one to be different and like, having your own look and stuff, but why would you do that? Your teeth.
No, I don't know.
Your poor teeth. Brenda says, it looks like vampire teeth. Laugh my ass off. I don't know how you eat like that. Laugh my ass off. Yes. Yeah, that's gross where they do it to all of them.
There's something that really annoys me with my teeth.
What's that?
You know those little things that kids have whenever their teeth grow, and they kind of have to eat carrots to file them down naturally. Like they look like little saws. I don't know the name in English for that, but like I'm gonna show you.
I think that's a Brazil thing, Barb.
No, I swear.
I've never heard. Princess says what? Question mark? Question mark? Hokage says what? Question mark? Question mark?
I'm gonna show you what they look like, and you.
Barb, I think someone lied to you.
No, I haven't.
I've never heard of anything like that.
I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay?
I mean, show away. I'm happy to look. But I'm just telling you, I've never heard of that, and it doesn't sound like anyone else in the chat has heard of anything like that.
Yeah, probably it's a Brazilian thing. But since it annoys me so much, it drives me crazy. Okay, this is a good enough picture, I guess.
Good enough
it's
picture.
It's terrible, but it's a good enough.
All right, I'm assuming you're sending to me on
shows,
Discord.
Yeah, on Discord.
In a message.
It shows what in a message. It's easier. Okay. It shows what I want you to see. They look like little. I don't know.
Wait, it looks like your teeth have teeth.
Yeah, but you see the things on the tip, just the tip, just a little.
That's what she said.
I hate you. Just the.
Can I make this look bigger? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you see, I have those, and they were supposed to be gone like years ago.
I've never heard. Princess says, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, so when our teeth grow, they have those little things because they weren't worn out yet. Like they're new teeth, so they haven't been used, and usually
Our teeth don't grow like that though.
No, I swear to God, I'm not crazy. Mine grew up like that.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying, like, I don't know anyone whose teeth ever does that when they're growing out.
Yeah.
Personally.
Here is very normal. I don't know if it's a Brazilian thing, honestly.
You Brazilians are freaks. You better get your genetics in check.
We are. But, like, that's natural. It's not like we've done this to ourselves.
Well, right. I understand.
If anyone is wondering. In case anyone out there is wondering about it. So usually the more you chew on your teeth, like they file them down naturally, like carrots and apples and hard things like that, to like file them down to a straight edge.
Why?
Mine never went away. No, it's just natural. It happens naturally.
But what's wrong with them being there?
I hate it.
No, but I mean, like, why do they file them down, or why do they don't they just?
No, we don't file them down on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Like from eating carrots and apples and harder things, your teeth just naturally get like, what's the time they get worn out? It's not that term, but you know what it means.
Yeah, I don't.
Like whenever you wear a shoe for long enough, it gets softer.
Worn out, yeah, or broken in. So, I don't.
Yeah, broken in. Whatever, you get it. That's happened to our teeth, like naturally, from using them.
Okay. Princess says, but how do you get that? I'm assuming they're born with it, genetically.
Yeah, we're born with it.
Hokage says, I must have lost those real quick because of my high sugar diet. I don't know that a high sugar diet would make you get rid of them. I'm going to show you. Again, I've never heard of that. I've never seen anybody's teeth shaped like that until she just showed me that picture. Yeah, that's the God honest truth. Princess
tell
says,
you
can
my.
that come from grinding? That's actually very interesting.
They are very yellow, so I apologize in advance. But they are very yellow, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I apologize.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Thank you.
Bum, bum, bum. Princess says, so that's something genetic. Must be a Brazilian genetic thing too. Because like I said, I've never seen. Is there an official name for it?
Here we just call it serrinha, as in little saw.
Little saw. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would suck to get bit by somebody with one of them. They draw a bunch of little blood.
It does leave marks, which is funny.
That's interesting. I've
Oh my
never
god,
heard of that before.
my cell phone quality is down with the darkness.
Get down with the darkness. But down with the. Actually, that's not down with the darkness. Down with
I'm
the
gonna have
silliness.
to. I'm gonna have to work on this.
Sorry, got a little carried away there. Bum, 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 bum,
Why is
bum,
the
bum,
quality
bum,
so shitty? I want to know.
bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum.
I got a good picture.
Princess, apparently it's called mom teeth here. Mom melon? You mean watermelon or just that feels like a typo. What the fuck is mom melon teeth? But Gaia says you watch a lot of anime. If so, favorites. I don't watch a lot anymore. I do still occasionally watch it. Me and the wife, we are in the middle of watching Death Note. It's her first time. It's my third time watching the series. Death Note, definitely a fave. Bleach, I loved it. I don't care if it's American shit nowadays and everybody watches Bleach. I don't care. Still a great series.
Oh yeah, that's
My favorite
exactly
movie,
it.
Read or Die, Akira. Yeah, that's a couple.
That's
Two
exactly
movies,
it.
2 series. What did you say, Barb?
I just said that that's exactly what I have. It's mamelon teeth, whatever it's
Mamelon.
called.
Mamelon. Yeah, you do. Now I wonder if I have it.
Nah, you could see it. I just sent you a picture of my teeth
Yeah, I
so you can
see
see
it. I see
what
it.
it looks like.
I'm looking at my teeth now.
Yeah, you can see that I have like little bumps.
Oh yeah, mine are flat as
on
fuck.
my face. Yeah,
Mine are
mine
flat
mine
as fuck.
They
Beautiful
just never
teeth.
went away. Also, see how pointy my canines are. I'm so proud of them.
You're proud
And
of
they are
having.
natural.
Dang, girl, look at those canines. Sharp as a motherfucker.
They are.
Princess says, no,
I
it's
haven't
called
heard
Maymelon. Okay, I never heard Mamelon. Mamelon? I wonder how you
whatever,
pronounce that.
whatever. It's something.
I'd never heard of that. That's really interesting. So that is something though, like, okay, so we do have it here in the States, but I can tell you that's something rare here. Is it pretty
Yeah.
common in Brazil?
It's very common here. It's
Okay.
very common.
I wonder if that is like a I don't know the word. What would like Brazilian versus like what would that be called? Not species. I wonder if that's a
Nationality?
Yeah, but that's not what you. I wonder if that's a nationality thing. That doesn't make sense because you can be. I could come down there to Brazil and be a national of like I could have kids born in Brazil and they could be have the national.
See,
nationality.
Barb is actually right. Little kids have teeth like that. See, I told you.
Barb is actually
I'm
right.
not
Little kids have
crazy.
teeth like that. My son does not have that. Wait, so that's all little kids have that?
No,
Is that
they
what you're
have it
telling me?
when the permanent teeth grow.
The fuck? He says
Do you call- wait.
Okage says race thing? Yeah, I mean like it has to do with your race, but I don't know like the proper word for it. But yeah, I was basically asking
By the
like
way-
is it a more common thing in one race versus another?
By the way, Princess, thank you for backing me up here. because I had
Princess
no
had never
idea.
even heard of it till just now.
But she's researching it. She's clearly researching about it.
Princess, are you going to be the stream's Google from the
Yeah.
fact checker for us?
Thank you, Princess.
So we can just say random shit and you figured a way for us. Genetics. That's probably the right word,
That's what I'm
Hokage.
talking about. It's supposed to go away when you eat hard food. So like carrots, apples, things like that.
I
Mine
swear.
never went away.
I don't remember. I don't even remember like my son having it right now or any of my kids. Any
So,
of
like,
them I have two, but
Any of my 12.
like even my nieces now. I mean, I guess I don't stare at their teeth, but I just never heard of it. I mean, I believe you guys.
like,
I believe you guys. I'm not
the
trying to pick a
teeth-
fight here.
We know. It's just pure information.
No, I know that was sarcasm.
So the teeth that falls out.
Go
it
stare at their
doesn't
teeth. I'm going right now. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna go look at their teeth.
Yeah, so he actually took his things off, and I was
All right,
talking
I'm
to
back.
myself.
I'm not actually going to look at the teeth.
Yeah, but
Very
I
good.
saw you walking away from.
Come here, son.
Yeah, so mine. When you're an adult, these things are supposed to be worn out because you've used them and you've chewed hard foods. Mine never went away. That's what bothers me. And I eat apples every day.
You are stuck with the little saws.
I am.
You got a mouthful of
okay.
little saws.
I do. And two very pointy canines.
You must have some native Indian blood in you as well.
Am I a vampire?
Little saw.
Little Saw. That's gonna be my nickname. Not tomorrow.
That is now your new nickname. We're all gonna call start. Everybody, please refer to Barb or Yuki from this point forward as Little Saw.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know. I think it's funny as fuck. I don't care if no one else does. Oh god, guys, I think I have coronavirus.
Oh my! Wait, that escalated quickly.
I'm just kidding. Kage says you should try candy canes or mints. Wait, for what? For my cough that I'm having right now? Fuck that.
No.
dude.
Those are just.
Oh wait, I
hard
think he's talking about for
that
you.
yeah, but those are just hard foods that they're hard to chew on. They can break your teeth.
So Barb has an overbite. Barb, do you have
Yeah,
an overbite? Oh, that's
My
why
mom-
then. Princess
my
says, Barb, it
teeth-
says if you have a bite that doesn't make contact, the mom melons. How do I say that word? Don't wear off. So that's what
Yeah,
it is. You got an
that's
overbite or something. So they're not.
So that's why. It's not really an overbite. My back teeth are just too wide, so my front teeth can touch each other.
Okay,
They
fair
used
enough.
to, but after I stopped my dental treatment and the dentist refused to give me like the post treatment thing, like the retention, whatever it's called, like to keep your teeth in place for a while. He
Retainer.
refused. Retainer, yes.
Mhm.
He refused, so everything just kind of settled in weird ways. But I didn't want to come back anyway, so.
Okay. Makes
Okay,
sense.
that's interesting to know. I didn't know that I had it because my teeth are weird. So thank you for the information, Princess. I really appreciate it.
She says, yeah, Barb, I think that's why. Because the article I'm reading says if you have an overbite, underbite, or anything like that, that can cause that.
Yeah, I don't.
Princess,
I don't
the
really know what
Google
I
of the podcast. Thank you, my dear.
She's now the Google. I
So-
am Little Saw. She's the Google.
Yes.
Well-
I shall now refer to Barb from this point forward shall be known as Little Saw, and
Little Saw.
Princess from this moment forward shall be known as
The Google.
Google Son,
Google Son.
since she's also from Japan. Google Son and Little Saw.
Google Son.
Yo, so totally unrelated to that, but can I ask you a question about being bilingual?
Sure. Feel free.
So do you fluently speak Portuguese, correct?
Yes.
Like that. So when did you start learning English? Like immediately in school, do they start teaching you it, or at a certain
When-
grade, or?
I think it was like still in kindergarten. We would learn a couple of words,
So right from the
but
start, they were teaching
yeah,
you
pretty
English.
much. But the school only teaches us the very, very basics. Like
Okay.
people who I went to school with wouldn't be able to talk to me like I'm doing to you right now
Okay.
because
So you
I
continued it on your own, basically.
yes, I had a specialized English school that taught me everything that I know.
Okay.
And I studied there from when I was 8 until I was 19.
Okay.
That's when I graduated with honors.
Congrats.
I graduated with honors. I still have my medal that says a dream accomplished
That you got at
on the
19.
back of it. Yes, I got it at 19.
And have you had to do any schooling since that, or is it just because you're using it now all the time
Yeah,
through
it's
the internet and
I've
stuff?
yeah, I've used it every time. Like I use it every day.
Do you still use Portuguese every day?
Every day. I
Every
talk to
day.
my friends, I talk to my family, I talk to Daniel.
So do most of them only speak in Portuguese, or are
Yes.
they bilingual as
Mo-
well?
no, not none of them are bilingual.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
the only one.
Okay, okay.
Which is funny actually.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy actually.
Because my brother went to the same school as I did, but he never finished. So, in the base that I'm very fluent, he knows a couple of words, he knows how to build a sentence, but he can't really talk with ease. Let's
Right,
leave
right.
it at that. He like can keep a conversation without going
Right, right. So my question, the reason I'm asking all this or getting some of this backstory,
yes.
and I don't know how it'll be for you, but I've heard bilingual people talk before about this thing that happens in your brain when all of a sudden you start like thinking in another language or something. So do you think in both languages as well,
I
or do you think
most
in
of the
one?
time. I mostly think in English. I'm not gonna lie.
Mostly think in English. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because it sounds like you mainly use Portuguese, correct?
Yes, I mainly use Portuguese.
So why do you think you mainly think in English?
I think that's exactly why. Because I use more Portuguese, I need to practice English more.
Oh, so you can
So,
choose how you're like what you're thinking in which language?
yeah.
Okay.
But like if let me put it this way, if I speak a lot of Portuguese during the day, like there are days when I don't speak to anyone,
Mm-hmm.
like only the basics.
Yep.
So at that point, my brain can freely think in English, like freely.
Okay.
And then if I speak Portuguese most of the day, my brain gets a little tired of thinking in English because I've used Portuguese for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think in Portuguese. But if I had to choose, I mean, I can choose easily, but depending on how much of both languages I've used that day, my brain gets a little messed up.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so. And the reason I'm asking all this is because I'm just starting to get to the point. So, for example, I had my first. Yeah, I don't even exactly know how to explain it, but I had like my first experience where I was thinking something, and I realized I was thinking it in Spanish for a second. Like my
Yeah, that
Spanish
happens
is
a lot.
very rudimentary still. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been practicing every day for about like almost a year now, every day. But it's only
Mhm.
like maybe 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So it's not like great, but it was like something simple that I know the words to, and I realized that my brain thought it in Spanish, but I really wasn't trying to do that or anything. It just kind of happened, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and I didn't even think like I wasn't even thinking like, oh, I'm thinking this in Spanish. It was more I had to thought, and then
Yeah.
like afterwards, I was just all of a sudden I was like, oh, wait a minute, I just thought that in
Yeah.
Spanish, and it was really
Usually,
weird, really weird.
usually what happens to me is that sometimes I switch from Portuguese to English without questioning,
Even
without
knowing it,
nothing.
right?
I don't notice it.
Okay.
And then there was a time when I was playing League with Daniel and we were talking in Portuguese because he doesn't speak English. He understands English perfectly, but he doesn't speak it.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were talking in Portuguese, out of nowhere, my brain exploded and I started speaking in English. And I spoke in English for the rest of the game. When we were done, I started speaking Portuguese again. And he told me like after 3 days, and he said, "Did you know that you were speaking English for most of that game?" And I'm like, "No." Was I really?
Do you
But-
find it easier to think about some things in one language over the other? Like, is it ever that
No.
like if it's about one? Okay, well, I guess never mind then. If the answer's no.
No, it's actually like everything is so natural to me because I've been introduced to
Right,
both
right.
languages
You've done
at
it
a
so
very
long.
early age.
Right.
Yeah, it's just natural to me. It's like I know that my accent is not perfect. I know that my vocabulary isn't perfect, but I can pretty much keep up a conversation with no problem.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fucking good. I mean, there's a lot of people I know that speak English that have a way thicker accent than you. That live, I mean, just from another part of the country that still live in the United States, and I'm still like, what the fuck are you saying? So
You,
we have some crazy accents here in the United States ourselves.
but thank you. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, actually.
Princess says, "We don't deserve Barb. She's a queen. My brain is a potato." It says, "I love Spanish." Yeah, I enjoy it too. I like Spanish. Akage says we are at 69 minutes. Noise.
69
Noise.
minutes.
Princess says, "You
Yeah,
know what
but
that
like-
made me think of? How sometimes people can get in comas and then come out of them speaking fluent languages that they haven't even learned."
That's
Is
very
that true? Like, is
Yes.
that
Yes.
like factually can be? How would that work though? Because we literally learn a language by memorizing it.
That is the weird part. I think it's just a different spirit. I swear it's a different soul inside that body.
Yeah, they got possessed by somebody else. They're no longer the same person they were.
I honestly think, like, I'm gonna sound crazy as fuck, and I hope everyone can forgive me. But like,
That's
I
fair.
actually think that when you're in a coma, is because your soul isn't strong enough to do something, or your soul is just way too tired. I don't know, but it leaves your body vulnerable to other things.
Okay.
I don't know. I swear
I don't
the
know
only thing
enough
that
about
makes sense.
comas to really know anything to add to that. So I'll just say, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hokage says, "What do you think?" I don't know anything about comas, actually. As I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about comas, I'm like, what do I know about comas? I'm like, fucking nothing. Hokage says, "What do you think is your favorite accent?" My favorite accent.
I have one.
Go ahead.
I love the Australian accent. I'm sorry. I love it.
I think it depends on whether it's a guy or a girl for me. If it's a girl, I like the English accent. Like proper English, like, you know, someone over
Yeah,
from the
British
UK.
English.
Yeah, British accent on a female, like Emma Watson or someone like that.
Okay.
But speaking,
Fair
I was gonna say, but speaking English. Obviously, they are speaking English. Okay, I'm in a coma. Excuse me. But for a male, probably. Probably Australian too, actually.
Yeah, I really love
They-
Australian
yeah,
accent.
I like.
Very pleasing to my ears.
Or I was trying, or maybe, the German, maybe German. They're kind of funny when men talk in German. or
Oh,
Hokage says Irish for me. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of though. Actually, is
I
Irish.
cannot understand a single word Irish people say. I am so sorry. I don't know if it's my Brazilian brain, but I can't understand a single word. For me, it just sound like rubbish. I am
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, even the German when
am
they speak
sorry.
English is very thick and sounds like rubbish.
No,
but
I
just
swear,
think it
I've
sounds
gone-
manly.
I've gone into a stream where a guy was Irish and he started streaming. I was like, oh, he seems like a nice person. I'm gonna chat with him. As soon as I tried to start a conversation, he started picking like this, eh? And I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck are you saying?
That's
What
funny.
is that tongue? I was so scared. I immediately left, never came back.
Brenda says, laughing my fucking
I am
ass
so
off.
sorry. I cannot understand Irish accent. It just and and they are like, "Eh?" all the time. At the end of every sentence. Why? What's with the A? You're not gonna be great fan, eh?
What the fuck you just say?
I'm like, what? Excuse me.
That was actually a pretty. Princess says Canadians do that too. They do. Actually, I do like Canadian accents on guys as well.
That was accurate. I'm pretty sure. My Irish accent was accurate.
Well, Hokage says that's his favorite. So you tell us if she was pretty accurate with her.
I cannot understand a single word. I apologize.
Hokage says, "Can you understand Jacksepticeye?" I've never watched him ever, so I don't know. Is he Irish? Have you ever seen him, Barb, or no?
I did. Wait, hold on. My water bottle falls to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, I have watched him, but if he starts speaking too fast, I cry.
I cry.
I cry.
I crawl under my covers and I start bawling.
I cry. Whenever he starts speaking fast, and I'm like, please, 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 stop.
I've never seen one of his streams. I only just became familiar of the name about a month ago.
He's a very pleasing person. He's a very pleasant person. I like his personality. He's really cool.
Princess said his accent isn't super deep though. Princess says, top of the morning to you. Apparently you all know him.
Yeah.
I feel I'm like the the more you create, the less I feel like you're able to consume other people's creations.
Oh, also, wait.
Because I just don't have time.
I need to simp over someone here for a minute.
Oh shit.
Have you guys seen Corpse Husband?
Yes.
Do you know him?
Yes, I am familiar with him and his deep voice. Is that what you like about him, his deep voice? Because I promise you right now, it is simply a voice changer.
I don't care.
He is definitely I'm probably dead wrong. I'm definitely passing judgment here. But he's definitely probably a scrawny little kid with a voice changer. I'm almost certain, because I don't understand why else you wouldn't use a webcam nowadays unless you're super conscious about how you look.
Yeah, I am super conscious. I hate streaming.
You still use a webcam, but you still do it because you kind of know it's.
I don't.
You have. I've seen you stream with a webcam,
but not anymore.
Well, maybe not lately, but.
I mean, it can happen, but I understand.
Princess says, I don't watch him. I just know of him and how he talks. LOL. That says who? Who is Corb? Corpse.
It's Corpse.
Corpse. Corpse husband, like a dead corpse.
Yeah, I just think he's.
I mean, he does have a very deep voice.
I believe his voice because Daniel has a really low voice. He has a really deep
voice. I mean, I know people that have really deep voices.
And I'm like, at the beginning, I'm like, oh,
And I'm not even saying that it's not real. I'm just saying.
Of course.
It probably doesn't fit the character, and I think if people actually saw him, he wouldn't be. Again, I'm not even saying, I'm not saying nothing negative about the guy. I'm just shocked at how big he became just off of his voice. Is all.
Yeah, but his voices are unique, I think.
I don't even know that I'd say it's unique. I've heard plenty of deep voices like that. Do I need to bring up Chocolate Rain?
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
That was so funny. I love that video. I love when he.
Princess says, "What the fuck? You sound scary." I think that's what it is. He definitely goes on that vibe of like edgy kid, kind of like an edgy guy, and he has that deep voice. It's definitely a character he's doing. I mean, and I don't mean a character in terms that he's faking it. I just mean it all, like his voice with his edginess, with his. Like the whole persona he got going on, whether real or an act, It definitely all fits together very well.
But like, what amazes me is that he and Lily Pichu stream together, and
Love you too.
I'm confused.
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were with Becca.
She was just giving me a kiss goodnight, but I got distracted and didn't hear what she said.
She's
I'm sorry.
adorable. I love her. And I said it's hilarious to me how Corp's husband and Lily can stream together because they have like such different voices.
I cannot.
It's hilarious.
I cannot stand Lily Pichu's voice.
I love her voice.
Oh my god,
so
I cannot
adorable.
stand it. Listen, talking about accents, you know, and I hate that, like, and again, this is like but like everybody has a favorite accent, so obviously everybody has like least favorite accents, and it's horrible because like I have nothing against, you know, Asian cultures, Chinese, like any of those types, but I hate that accent. I hate it with a passion. Hate it. I cannot stand the sound of it, and I feel bad about it because it's becoming much more prevalent in the gaming community, and I feel like an old boomer, but I just cannot stand.
I think I love it because I hear my voice.
It says Lily Poo, Lily Chu, CHU.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think like I like it because I hear my voice as it being very deep. Like I know it's not because I've heard myself on recordings and things like that. But for me, when I hear it, it is very deep. I'm not gonna lie, and I hear it very deep.
You do not have a deep voice at all.
I know.
Not even for a girl, you don't have a deep voice.
I know, but that's why I'm saying, like, I've heard myself in recordings, but what I listen to when I speak every day, it's a really deep voice. And I don't think it sounds feminine at all. So when I hear like those little girls who talk like this, I think it's adorable. And I'm like, I wish I could be like that.
Bridget says, Barb, if you sounded like this, I don't know how I'd feel. Akage says, what kind of casual games do you play? Minecraft, Animal Crossing. Minecraft, I play. Cyberpunk 2077 we're playing. I consider that a casual game. It's single player. It's open world. GTA. Dead by Daylight. I don't really consider that a competitive game. I consider that to be a pretty casual game. I don't know. Any regulars can help me out with casual games I play. Among Us. That's casual. I don't really play that much anymore, but
you've turned me down every time I ask.
Wuhad says, "Hey, ya bro, are you not playing some games today?" No, sir. Sundays are the podcast, sir.
Hey, welcome to the stream. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome.
Kage says you do PvP Minecraft. I do not. You just asked me what games do I play casually. I said Minecraft. If I played PvP, that's not casual. I don't really play. The only PvP game I really play would be Dead by Daylight.
Which
and
is kind
probably
of a PvP.
And used to be League of Legends a lot, but I don't play League of Legends that much at all anymore. Hokage says she kind of does, though, talking about your voice. He's saying it is kind of a deep voice for a girl.
Wait,
I don't think she has the deep voice for a girl.
For a girl? Who said I'm a girl?
I'm saying like, because obviously you have a high voice if you compare guys and girls. So I'm just saying I'm not talking in terms of what you identify as. I'm just talking about as
I know. I was kidding.
Sexual.
I identify as a girl anyway.
But says her voice isn't deep. Barb's voice is soothing. Hokage says, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't class. I mean, I'm not saying she has a high pitched voice. I would say it's probably somewhere in the middle. But I'm just saying, like, I know plenty of girls that have a much deeper voice than Barb does.
My voice used to be deeper until I had my tonsils removed. It was very deeper. To the point where I called my mother on the mall after I had my operation and she didn't know it was me.
That's pretty funny.
Let me put it that way. I would be like, Mom, and she'd be like, the fuck is my kid at?
Princess says there's people on TikTok that talk like that. Wait, talk like what? Like the Lily Pichu
like
and stuff?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's becoming a very popular. It's weird the way our society's going, because like almost all streamers and people, even people online, like it's almost like nowadays people train their voices to be a specific way. Like people, like I remember when, like even Pokimane, if you guys remember how she used to do her pit, like there are so many girl streamers now that do, or what was the other one that became popular? Nikki Lol, is that Nikki LOL or whatever her name is? And now there's so many girls I see that put their makeup on the same way she does, so that they have the blush line across the nose and on the top of the cheeks with the freckles and stuff. Like, and they all talk the exact same. Like it's really weird to me, actually.
Meanwhile, I'm over here streaming with my glasses, hair pulled up, and hoodie.
I much prefer it. I don't understand the. I mean, I guess it's I want to say it's a kid thing, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody here can enlighten me, but it's almost like kids like a specific look, and that's the look they like. I feel like as you get older, you appreciate diversity more, and you actually learn to like people looking different more.
Oh my
like
God,
when you're a young kid, like 12, 13, 14, whatever, even probably up into your upper teens, you want everybody to look like Pokimane that's a gamer chick, or everybody to look like Nico Lol. And you only follow and find girls and I'm using girls because I'm a guy, but the other way too, as girls, you find guys that they all fit that kind of profile you have of that one type you like, whether it's that Pokimane look, whether it's that Nico Lol look, whether it's that Lily Pichu look, whatever that look is. And that's like all the kind of girl streamers you watch, or again, if it's flipped around, the boy streamers you watch. But as you get older, like, I just don't, yeah, or both. I mean, I watch both. I watch boys and girls.
I just wanted to make a joke.
But yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me though. It's weird, and I get it. I get why all these other streamers and stuff kind of conform their voices and stuff. Like, I mean, even all these American girls that all of a sudden have this very Asian accent to their voice, like Lily Pichu, and it's like, you were fucking born in Florida, bitch. I get it because they're trying to appeal to an audience that likes this one thing currently. But I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. What do you think, Barb?
I think it's weird too, but I like it. Like, I don't know.
I think it's weird too, but I like it. But you don't think it's weird when you hear like a girl from Florida talking like an Asian chick almost?
No.
Like in this high-pitched anime voice that sounds very Asian-y? Like I almost feel like it, like, to me that's like the next blackface thing. Like, give it 20 years, it'll be like people will be like, "Oh, you used to do that?" They'll be getting cancel cultured for it in 20 years.
That is actually kind of true. But yeah, I like it. I like it. That's just me.
Now, and me personally,
but I like a variety of things.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was trying to like say is I feel like as you get older, you appreciate more of the variety of people, I guess. I don't know.
Like, I could be anywhere, but I'm here with you. So.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Nothing. It means nothing.
Bridget says, I don't like high-pitched voices. I like people just being themselves.
I do. I like high-pitched voices. Like for girls.
Yeah, I do too. Admittedly. Like, and that's not, like, I'm not saying that I don't like any of that. Again, I don't like and again, I know not all of these are Asian, but I don't know how, I don't know all of the, I'm ignorant. I don't know all of the different cultures, but I don't like that accent at all. And I know I'm lumping a bunch of people into that when I say Asian.
I find it adorable.
But I do like the high voice. I'm definitely very much a cutesy type. Like, I like cutesy stuff. I love cutesy animes. I love cutesy.
I think that's why I like it. Because
my wife, like, one of the reasons, like she always wore cute because she worked in a professional building. She was always wearing like super cute dresses and stuff to work. And, so that's like, I mean, like, I've always liked that. Like, I like girls being girly girls. I see cute.
I'm
I
so
like
glad that
adorable.
Derek. I was gonna say Derek. I'm so glad that Daniel doesn't, because I'm not a girly girl at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. I've never been a girly girl. I've grown up with 9 guys around me. All my cousins, my brother, my friends were mostly boys because I liked video games and I liked playing soccer. And
Yeah.
I've always been tall, so I would used to hang out with boys more than girls, except for Gabriella.
Yeah.
But
and I don't even mean like just in the sense though of. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue.
no, not at all. I'm done.
I was just gonna say I don't even mean in terms like I don't like I've dated girls that were more tomboys. I'm just saying I like cute stuff. I have no issue being a guy that likes cute stuff as well. Like I like manly stuff too. But there is something about the cute culture that I really do like. Is all.
Yeah,
I was,
me
you
too.
know. I don't.
wish
You know,
I could be more
I've
like
dated
that.
tomboys and stuff.
I wish I could be more feminine. I wish I could be more girly. But I don't know how. It's so hard for me. It's so uncomfortable being a girly girl.
Bridget says, I don't like it when it's fake, LOL. When it's natural, it's cute. Agreed. That's what I was saying about, like, I don't like all of the Asian accents coming out when you're looking at a girl and she's from Florida or something. And I'm like, what? You're not even Asian. Akage says, I like Technoblade's voice if you've heard of him. I have not heard of him, actually. I have no idea who that is. Bridget says, a lot of Asians don't even talk like that. People just get that because anime characters talk like that. Yeah, I'm talking about specifically girls though that combine that with the Asian accent. But I also don't I don't mind girls that talk in a cutesy voice. Personally, I only don't like it when they talk in a cutesy voice with an Asian accent on it.
Technoblade's voice is really nice.
Oh, you like it?
It's a really
Is it real deep too?
Not really. It's more like rough than deep. It is deep, but it's more rough.
But what you guys are saying is I just need to always start talking like this on my stream.
Something like that, yes. Daniel's voice actually sounds like that.
Oh, now I see why you like him, Barb.
It's too much maintenance. Princess is right about this. Being a girly girl, it's so demanding of your time.
Yeah,
there's just no way. Stop! It's annoying.
This is my normal voice. I was using a voice
No, it's
changer
not.
before. I turned off the voice changer.
I can tell that your chin is closer to your neck.
No, it's not. Look.
Just yes, it is.
Look, I can live like this. Look, my head is tilted all the way back.
And now it's your voice is, and now your voice is not as deep as it was.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, Princess!
Princess is like, how the fuck do girls wipe their ass? 5 inches.
I've always asked myself the same thing. And whenever I asked people, they would get offended. And they're like, do you think I wipe my ass with my nails? And I'm like, no, but doesn't it touch it unintentionally? Like, I know you use paper, but
that's how you get the last little bit off.
I'm always like, don't you touch it unintentionally?
Maybe they have a bidet.
Probably, yes. That's one of my...
If I had 5-inch nails, I'd probably invest in a bidet.
Like, that's one of the solutions for me. But if you don't have a bidet, how? How would someone ever?
Maybe they have kids.
What's the point? What's your point?
I was going back to what we were talking about earlier, where your kids will wipe your butt for you because they're always in the
bathroom. Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was making a joke. I was trying to make a joke there, Barb, but apparently it wasn't a very good one.
It wasn't. Okay, but it's fine.
I mean, Princess laughed, so maybe it was a good joke, and maybe you just didn't get my joke.
Kid nails are cute, but sanitation is more important. I've never got along with long nails at all. I wear them short all the time.
Akage says maybe they use a stick.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
With a piece of toilet paper wrapped around it like a torch, and they just pop it up in there, pull it out, clean.
Oh, yes.
But it says when you said that, I thought of little elves wiping my butt.
Being a
Wait, you have little elves that wipe your butt?
Being a a girly girl demands so much of your time because you have to do your makeup and you have to fix your hair and you have to choose your outfit very carefully to make sure everything matches. And you have to
Girl, tell
be
me about it.
like whatever. You know, you have to match your accessories, otherwise you're gonna look off. So I'm
Rach
just over
sister.
here. So I'm over here wearing jeans, all stars, and a hoodie. And I don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck.
You forgot the snapping. You don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck.
There you go.
Kage says I was a little late to the stream. I don't know. It's all right, Kage. I won't fault you for not laughing at my joke this time. But it says yes, exactly, Barb. That's too much stuff, and I hate heels. Wait, what about kitten
like
heels?
those.
What about kitten heels? They're becoming super
What?
popular. Kitten heels?
What are kitten heels?
They're like
gonna have
mini heel. They're kind of like a mini heel. They're like a
Kitten heels.
yeah. You don't know what kitten heels
What are they? Oh, okay. They're so ugly.
What? They're definitely coming back. Dude.
No. Don't search for it. It
They're
looks like
definitely
I'm
coming
gonna.
back.
Wait.
I mean,
no.
maybe you're looking at a bad kitten heel, but
I'm gonna resume.
like this is
I'm
not
gonna.
look at it. This is not a bad looking kitten heel. Like,
No.
what are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell Princess what it is, and she's gonna understand what it is. Do you know the manager of a building that is very nosy, and she's always wearing like a
You're talking about a
suit
Karen,
with-
but no,
Yes, a Karen. Karens use those heels.
no, not here, not in the United
Yes.
States.
Karens use that heel.
Flat, no, it's not flat shoes with the nub on it, Princess. Those are they have a heel. They're just a small heel. They're here.
It's
Look, they're
horrible.
this.
Ugly as fuck.
This is a kitten heel versus. Oh wait, where's the other one?
That's so ugly.
Oh god, I'm opening teeth. Okay, I can't. Kitten heels are just a smaller heel, basically.
That's ugly.
Those are
Look at
church
it. It's
shoes.
so- that's-
Mark my words, women. I'm more in touch apparently with style than you females are.
that is not
Mark my
proportional.
word. They're coming back in style.
Sure, girl. I believe you.
I don't need you to believe me. Just remember this conversation in 6 months. That's all I need.
Okay. Alright.
When all of a sudden everybody's wearing them again.
What I really like are those. How am I gonna put this?
We're just sand it down and you got some flats. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean that particular style might not have been what's coming back, but I just mean like women's fashion went from heels to flats, and now you're starting to see this progression of girls wanting to wear a little bit of heels, but they're not fucking wanting those 3-inch heels that they used to have. They just want like a little inch and a half heel. That's all I'm saying. It went from normal heels to flats. Now it's going back up a touch.
Okay, if you're gonna ask me,
And
what
obviously
kind of
not for everyday
heels
use.
I would wear are these.
You're about
These
to show
are
me
the type of shoes
flats.
that I wear. No, I'm not. I'm talking about heels. Those are the kind of shoes that I find are very elegant and pretty. I'm sorry.
Girl, you were born. You're getting old.
No, I'm not. Those are so pretty.
You're
What the
getting
fuck are you
old.
talking
These
about?
are old for the United States. Like these are way
These
out
are
of style
so
now.
Pretty. What the
Way
fuck?
out of style now. Princess, let's be honest. Wait, why is this okay? Princess,
I'm not saying they are in style. I'm saying that if I had to choose a type of heel to wear, it would be those. I find them very pretty. See? You don't know what you're talking about.
Princess, just because you have them doesn't mean that they're in style.
But it doesn't have to be in style as long as you're comfortable with it.
I mean, you're right. It
What's
doesn't
the
have to
point?
be, but
What's
most
the
people.
point? What's the point of being on style if you're complaining about fucking pain on your feet all day? Yeah, they're mostly summer beach shoes. Exactly. That's what I search for. I search for beachy shoes. And I love them.
I didn't say they were horrible shoes, but you just said those are the heels you're gonna wear. You didn't specify those are the heels you're gonna wear in summer. Princess says, I stopped wearing mine, though.
I completely get you. I'm so happy that Daniel is very tall.
Hokage says that when anime gets mainstream, people are going to start wearing them platform things. Anime is already mainstream at this point. My generation started with anime. The new generation coming up is pretty much all anime. Like, I don't know any younger kid that doesn't like anime nowadays.
My nieces, they hate it. There, 2 kids that doesn't like anime.
Okay, but I mean, it's the rare thing now.
Yeah, it is. I'm just kidding though. They hate it, but they're not their usual.
They'll probably, and when I say, I mean, it's not mostly kids. It's mainly like when they start getting teenagers, more teenagers. That stuff I feel like are into it nowadays.
Also, I have to go back to a bilingual question because I just remembered it.
Yeah.
What got you into learning Spanish?
A couple things.
Because I know what got me into wanting to learn English.
Yeah.
But I want to know from you.
A couple reasons. Number one, I've always wanted to learn a second language. I've always wanted to be multilingual. And I took Spanish and stuff back in high school. So first off, I've always wanted to be multilingual. And I just finally decided that, it was time to just buckle down and do it.
Okay.
So I'm doing it. Why I chose Spanish particularly for a couple reasons. Number one, I had already done Spanish in high school. So even though that doesn't really transfer to now being 36 and this point in my life, like it didn't help anything. I already knew it. I was familiar with it. Number two, I've always wanted to, I don't know why, there's always been 2 cities that have kind of always been on my list of cities outside of the United States that I really want to visit. One of them being Tokyo and the other one being Buenos Aires. Okay. And I've always wanted to be able to like spend, like my dream in life is to get to the point, me and my wife, where we can travel places and stay there for a couple months at a time.
Okay.
So basically, this house that we're in, like the house I'm sitting in right now, we only have like 2.5 years left and it's paid off. Then what we want to do is basically this will be our home base and we're here with our family and everything kind of during all the nice months of the year. And then even all the way through the holidays and stuff. But then basically after the first of the year till like May when it's real shitty here, like those 3 months that it's really, really shitty where I live, the holidays are done. You're just kind of stuck inside waiting for spring. It gets really cold and nasty, all of that. We want to be able to, go somewhere new every year during those 3 months. So instead of just vacationing for a week or two, we want to be able to live somewhere for like 3 months and really experience it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So Buenos Aires has always been one of those places that I would like to stay for a couple months outside of the United States. Most of the places we talk about are in the United States. But Tokyo, and that's there. And then my decision was between, because of that, my 2 favorite cultures always being, kind of the Spanish culture and the Japanese culture. That narrowed me down to either learning Japanese or Spanish. Japanese is fucking hard, to be completely honest.
Yes, it is.
And number 2, I just thought, in terms of business wise, and kind of being a business minded type guy and stuff, it just makes more sense where I live for Spanish because it's becoming a lot more common of a language here in the United States. It basically is the second most spoken language in the United States. And I do a lot of work, or did, I guess, but for the last 8 years, I did a lot of work down in Texas and a lot of southern states that have a really strong Spanish culture to them. Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth. And so it just felt like that was the best choice. I see. Spanish.
I see what you mean.
Sorry, I know that was a long answer, but
it's great. I wanted to know. Like I honestly wanted to know because for I'm so shy to say this.
What?
For me, what got me into wanting to learn English was I wanted to know what Mario 64 was about. That's
Wait,
about it.
what?
Okay, so when Nintendo 64 came out, it
Right,
came with Super Mario 64,
right,
which was my favorite game for a very long ass time.
right.
And I wanted to understand what they were saying on the little chat boxes.
Oh, it was all in Japanese for you?
It was in English. I
Oh, so
wanted
you're
to
saying that's why you
know.
learned English.
Yeah, I wanted to know.
That's cute.
Then after I graduated, I was like 8 years old at the time, but that was my first own video game. That it was mine. I got it. Like
Yeah.
people gave it to me. um, and I just I wanted to know what they were saying. It was an entire different language to me. I've never been introduced to it before. And I was like, Mom, why is that different? And she said, Oh, that's English, honey. And I'm like, okay, I want to learn it.
Yeah, that honestly, that's what got me in love with the Japanese culture was anime. So I totally get it. And if I still watched anime like I used to when I was a teenager and stuff, like with that much frequency, I probably would have chose Japanese over Spanish. But because I just don't watch anime very much anymore, I don't have the time. Again, it just didn't make sense just for when I go
Yeah,
over to
I've
Tokyo for a
just
couple months.
always loved Japanese. I don't know why.
I agree. I have as
I
well.
don't know why. I've just always loved it. I fell in love with Japanese ever since I was a kid. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. My mom always says that I was born in the wrong family. Because she's like, you have those little Asian eyes sometimes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the
Nobody's
fuck is wrong with
Asian in
you?
our, nobody's Asian in our family. Why do you have those eyes?
That's funny.
And I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. How am I supposed to know?
Was my dad someone else? No.
And then, no, I'm actually I really look alike with my father, even though we don't speak at all.
Oh, really?
That's a topic for another day. It's a very long
Yeah,
story.
yeah. That definitely. We'll have to dive into that one day.
Topic for another day.
Let me catch up on chat real quick. Hokage Yo says it ain't gaming though, just DBZ and Naruto, maybe Hero Academia. Yeah, you're definitely right. It's not as mainstream as gaming has become, but it's definitely heading that way and quickly. Anime is becoming way more popular. Princess says, "Man, I took Spanish for like 5 years." LOL. Really? And like, do you speak it really at all, or no? Have you like pretty much forgotten it all, Princess?
We had Spanish in our schools as well, English
Uh,
and Spanish.
Princess says Tokyo is gonna make you feel cramped. LOL. Oh, I've been in a lot of big cities, Princess. I've been in a lot of big cities. I know Tokyo's really bad, but we live pretty cramped now, to be honest. We have a pretty small house. Hokage says when the kids move out? Question mark. I think you're referring to me talking about traveling to different places. No, we want to do that with the kids. The goal is to start doing that more. Like we do vacations now. We go places now with the kids. Like we've been to New York City with the kids. We've been to several places. We take trips with the kids. We also take trips just me and the wife. But the plan is to do it more extensively in the future and in the near future. Again, the big thing for us right now is paying off the house. So in like another 2 years, so like our goal, I'm 36 right now. The goal is kind of by the age of 40 to really transition to becoming more, I would say, of a nomad family, a lot more of a traveling family, working remote, whether that's through making my YouTube videos, live streaming still. You know, I have confidence within another couple years, you'll probably be able to do it using your cell phone's internet. But with laptops and stuff pretty easily. But my goal is for us to travel more as a family. Our big goal, like our big short-term goal, like the one that we're trying to hit by 40, is to get our house paid off and then buy a camp or like a nice large camper. And the first thing we want to do in terms of like the first big family trip where we're gone for a couple months is we want to do all of the national parks in the United States. So basically take like a 3-4 month road trip around the United States here. I've visited quite a few of the national parks, but my wife and kids haven't. because I did it before I even got married. So we want to kind of do that, where we just travel around in our camper, stay at a bunch of the national parks, kind of see a lot of the different of our own country that my wife and my kids haven't really gotten to see. And then we would expand out to international, going there. This is not a next year dream. This is the dream. Princess says incredibly hard, LOL. You don't really need to know a lot to get around, though. There is a lot of stuff that is in English. Yeah, I've seen that. I watch a lot of travel vloggers actually on YouTube. I'm secretly addicted to travel vloggers. One of my favorite, Alex the Vagabond. I love Alex the Vagabond. I don't know if anybody else watches him, but he's great.
I don't.
Him and his fiance are actually, they're moving from the United States to, I forget where, but if anybody's ever looking for a good travel person, Alex the Vagabond, really good. Similar Arrow says, hey, Similar Arrow, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Princess says, Japan makes me cry. LOL. Why does it make you cry? Kago says, I got to learn Japanese so I don't got to watch a dubbed anime. That's why I always wanted to learn it at first. Like I said, nowadays, it just don't make sense. Kaga says, I'm a teenager. I've seen over 50 animes over the course of the past 2 years. Nice. Kaga says, are the kids bilingual? They are not. Me and the wife aren't even bilingual right now. I mean, I would not consider myself bilingual. I've only been doing Spanish. I've been practicing every day for about almost a year now. And I'm just starting to get to the point where I can pretty much read and comprehend most Spanish stuff. But there's still tons of words in it that I won't understand. But I can read enough words that I can comprehend what's being talked about. I cannot have a conversation with a Spanish person. I don't have it vocally, the experience. I mean, I can speak, if I'm sitting here and having time to think and stuff, I can speak a lot of words and stuff and understand if someone was speaking very slow to me and I could keep having them repeat stuff. I'm sure I could figure it out. But I couldn't hold, how Barb is being able to hold a conversation with me in English right now. I'm not there with my Spanish. Princess says, makes me cry because Japanese people are so sweet. Very different from a lot of Americans, to be honest. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I love the Japanese culture is just that very culture of respect. Kage says that'll be tough while traveling. What'll be tough while traveling? Streaming and stuff? Nah.
I love how Japanese people treat people.
Yeah, it's so, I mean, even when you pay for stuff and they bow to you.
Yes.
It's super cool.
When I remember something. When I was still playing Taiko, and I played Taiko for 8 years or so, there was this little lady, and she was just so adorable, and she would come up to me every day. Every time I was there, she would bow, and she was like, "Hi, konbanwa," every time. It was so fucking adorable with a huge smile on her face.
Oh.
And she would start speaking Japanese to me. I'm always like, I'm sorry, I don't understand you, but I'm sure you're saying nice things. It was so adorable. I remember that very, very, with my heart very warm, very warm.
That's very cute. We had growing up, our neighbor was Spanish and always spoke Spanish to us, but I never knew what she was fucking saying. But she was not a nice, friendly old lady. She was kind of crazy.
I can speak a little bit of Spanish because of what I learned in school, and because it's very similar to Portuguese. If people speak slow, I can understand.
The lady next to us, her daughters were in the same school as me and were in the same grade, or her granddaughters. And she actually came over late, so she came as an adult over to the United States, into that house. So they were new to the United States. Their whole family migrated over. But because of their so when she first moved in, the first probably year or two that she lived next door to us, she would literally just walk into our fucking house, just open the door, hey guys, is anybody home? Just open the door and walk in.
Girl.
It was a weird. I just remember my parents always being so freaked out. We had to start just locking the door all the time when we came in because they were always afraid she was just gonna walk in the door. That's such an American thing, but it's the truth. We don't fucking do that in America, woman.
Yeah.
You don't just open up somebody's front door and walk in.
I would hate it, honestly.
Ghost says,
Oh my
"What's
God, that
up?
would
What's
freak
going
me
on,
out.
Ghost? Good to see you, my friend." Kage says,
Welcome, Ghost,
"Language barrier."
and welcome, Similar Arrow. I think are the people I
the
didn't
similar
say
arrow.
hi. So hi, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, the language barrier would be hard, Hokage. Traveling to different places. But the truth is, man, I mean, anytime I thought anything was going to be hard and then I just do it, it's really not as bad as you think. I'm very much one of I'm just like do it and figure it out as you go. It always works out some way or another. But it says they're so fucking kind no matter what you look like. Laugh my ass off. That's why my dad kept telling me, because I was so used to not locking our door until I moved here. Like I said, they did not make the HOA happy. Yeah, we had to start locking our door all the time. I mean, we never did until that. But then it was just because one time she walked in and my dad was like, when you open the door, you're like open right into our living room of our house, or my childhood house. And one time she came over and opened the door, and my dad was standing in his underwear, like no shirt on, no, he'd just gotten out of the shower or something. He's in his tighty whities, and she like walked in. And from that moment forward, we always had to lock the door when we came in and out. Because he's already very my dad's a very like modest type individual. Like he doesn't even wear he like at his house, if we go swimming in the pool, he wears a t-shirt as a guy.
I do that too.
Well, yeah, but most guys don't. Like, unless it's like only like his immediate family there, and like not like if my wife's there, he's gonna wear a t-shirt. If like unless it's like immediate family, meaning like me or one of my sisters, he always wears a t-shirt.
Do you have brothers or only sisters?
No, I only have 3 sisters, no brothers.
Oh, 3 sisters. Oh my
Kage says context comment got censored. Motherfucking YouTube, dude. Okage says I had a Japanese neighbor who left a sign on the lawn that said "Pick up your dog shit." That's funny. Rocky says, "What's up, Derek?" Rocky, your messages as always get sent to the spam on YouTube. I don't know what you did to piss off the YouTube gods, but if you're still here, hello. Sorry, I don't always check the spam. I'm only checking it because Akage said one of his.
Swim in jeans. Why do you swim in jeans? You weigh like 40 pounds more if you swim in jeans.
Just probably out of modesty. She probably doesn't,
but
like
jeans?
showing off.
Use like leggings maybe, but jeans? They're so heavy when they're.
I didn't say she was smart for doing it. She says, "Laugh my ass off. I'm self-conscious." I
mean, I am too. I'm not gonna lie. I am too.
Not me. I'm big, proud, fat.
So what bothers me in my body is that I have really thick thighs. I have a huge butt. I'm obviously fat. But like those parts are just so
Obviously
big
fat.
and it annoys me so much because they drag so much attention.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife has a big badonkadonk.
No, honey. Oh,
I mean, like for her proportion of her body.
okay. Yeah, even from proportion of my body, I have a huge butt. The kind that people stare at it, and I hate it with all my might. It's horrible. That's
Yeah,
why
I don't
wear like low cuts.
I've never
I don't
been
wear
super self-conscious.
tight
I don't know.
things.
I mean, I'm not like sometimes I'm like, I don't, I don't know. I guess I just accept the fact that I'm not like the best looking guy in the world, but I'm also like, I'm not the worst looking guy in the world. So fuck it. Kage says, when you were a weeb, who was your waifu? Well, back in my day, it would have been Hilary Duff and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god, I remember.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I remember.
Which was
Buffy
Michelle Gellar.
Yes.
Xena Warrior Princess, but Gabrielle, not Xena. Celine Dion, Shania Twain, and Hilary Duff. I had pictures of Hilary Duff, Celine Dion, and Shania Twain hanging in my bedroom. Yeah.
I have a CD of hers. I used to. Let's go back to the beginning. I used to
sing it, girl.
I used to love that song though. It was so adorable. And I actually do like singing. I'm terrible at it, but I love singing.
Wait, who doesn't seem to age, Princess? Hokage says, I don't know, I'm pretty scrawny, tall though. What do you mean? Like, but what's your point that you're pretty scrawny? Like, you're just saying about like looks and about being self-conscious? I mean, like, dude, my thought, I guess, is like, even if I was like a 2 out of 10 in terms of looks, like, fuck it, I'm a 2 out of 10. Like, I can't do nothing about it. So like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna make all these good looking motherfuckers that got lucky in life have to look at my nasty ass all the time in fucking swimming trunks with my scrawny ass body, my droopy nips hanging out, like whatever the case may be. You guys won the look lottery, so I'm gonna make you look at my nasty ass. No, not that I'm saying you have a nasty ass, but I'm just saying that's like my thought process. Like fuck you people. If you all get to run around like that, I can run around like that too. That's more my thought. Princess says droopy nips. Like? Oh lord.
What is my thought? It's just oh, you got the looks, I got the personality, bitch.
Fair, but some good-looking people have good personalities too, and some shitty-looking people.
I know,
have
of course. But like, I have a great personality. I'm very proud of it.
Yes, yes.
I think I'm hilarious.
I also think you're hilarious.
Thank you. That really means a lot.
You're welcome.
Your face doesn't make me believe you, but it's fine.
No, I'm being 100. I don't lie. I don't lie. If I didn't think you were funny, I'd be like, Barb, you're not funny at all. Find a new fucking hobby.
Find something else to do, bitch.
Find something else to do with your life.
Get over with.
Personality, 2 out of 10. You better figure out. You don't got the looks or the personality. You better figure out something else. You better get the money. No, just kidding.
You better find something.
better get the money. But no. Yeah, I don't know. I just never been very modest, I guess is the word I'll use. Like I said,
I've always been modest.
Princess says, do you guys want to see the tray I made for my boyfriend?
Yes.
Yes, please. Kage says, by the way, I'm kind of new to the channel. What do you usually stream? It varies, man. I flip through games. Right now, it's pretty much all Cyberpunk 2077 for the foreseeable future. Yeah, it's just what it is.
And Dead by Daylight and League of Legends when I annoy him too much to play with me.
Yeah, I do sometimes play League of Legends, mainly like ARAMs or something, like just with friends. I don't really play competitively anymore on there. Dead by Daylight, I play kind of in between different games and stuff. We've played, like, in the last couple months, we've played, like, let's say last 6 months, we've played
Fall Guys,
Minecraft, Fall Guys, Dead by Daylight, GTA
5,
Cyberpunk 2077, Among Us for a little while. We also, all through the month of October, we did a bunch of different spooky games. Every October, I do nothing but spooky games for the month of October. So we did like the new Resident Evil. Yeah, we did Phasmophobia for a while. Yeah, I go through a lot of games, man. I'm a variety streamer. I used to only play.
Phasmophobia gameplays were amazing. I was scared the shit out of those, but they were amazing.
Yeah, I agree. The only problem with Phasmophobia is after a while, because it's an AI playing like the bad guy, you kind of learn the AI, and it gets a little boring. Because like, even if they added some new maps, and it's like, okay, cool, but the ghosts act the same. There's nothing new to it.
I see.
It would be cool if they would somehow were able to turn it into so that the ghost was another player, and it would be like a DVD type game. But and I just mean DVD as in that the killer is also, or the ghost.
I see what you mean.
Is also a player, so that you couldn't kind of learn the AI, and then it becomes kind of. I will say I played it the other night. I don't think you were here for it, but I played it the other night actually. A couple, like right before Cyberpunk came out. for a couple hours, and I was just joining random public lobbies with random people, and I was just kind of half trolling. Like, I mean, I wasn't like killing myself or anything, but I was like being very brazen. Like, they're all hiding, and the killer would be hunting, and I'm like out in the hallway, like yelling, like trying to take his picture and stuff, and they're all like, "You're crazy, man! You're gonna get killed!" Like, it was actually kind of fun. It was funny, so that was a good time. But they did just do a huge update for it, so I would be down to play that again at some point. But anyways, that's kind of the games. It ranges. Okage says you should totally stream XCOM. I'll tell you right now, I don't do FPSs, man. There's a lot of people that join and they're like, "Oh, play this FPS. Please play an FPS." If you're looking for an FPS streamer, this is not your channel, man. Like, I just straight up. Like, I love having you here. I hope you continue being here. But I'm just letting you know up front, if you're looking for FPSs, wrong channel. He says it's not an FPS, though. Wait, what is XCOM? I thought it was an FPS. Person says it's a Dallas Cowboy thing. Did you post it in the media share? Let me see it. Oh. Wait, did you say, what was this, an ashtray? Oh, just a tray.
Ashtray.
Well, I didn't know the size. I was trying to figure out what the size was.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
That does look really pretty. I like the peppa.
Oh my god. That looks amazing.
What is XCOM?
That looks amazing, Princess.
Yes, this is an FPS. It's a shooter game. I say FPS loosely. I don't play third player FPSs either. Like, it's a shooting game. When I say FPSs, I mean shooting games.
Fair enough.
Wait, how is this came out in 2016 and it still costs $60?
Excuse me?
Oh, it says it's a strategy game. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I have to look into it, dude. It kind of has piqued my interest now. I always thought it was just a shooting game. Kaga says it's like Mario plus rabbits. What? Plus rabbits. Is rabbits a game? Barb, do you know what rabbits is?
I have no idea.
By the way, Mario is a clone of XCOM? Whoa, I don't think we're thinking the same games right now. Princess says, thank you, Barb. She also says, I suck at FPSs. Said Mario plus rabbits, I mean. Yeah, okay, I don't know what that is, to be honest, either, I guess. I thought I knew what Mario was, but apparently not the Mario.
Not the one you were talking about.
Oh, Mario Rabbids. R-A-B-B-I-D. Okay. I have no idea what that game is. I never played it.
I have a good and a bad news for you.
It's probably not bad news at all, if it's what I think it is. So it's probably only good news and good news.
What do you think it is?
Well, I think you're about to tell me you probably got to get going.
Yes. Oh, so that's good news. You're kicking me out.
No, I'm not kicking you out, but I'm kind of getting tired myself, and we've gone for we're going on 2 hours 15 minutes. That's
fair
enough. So I'm down to start wrapping things up as well. But what's your other good news?
The good news is that I had a great time, and I'm really thankful that you invited me. Thank you.
That is shitty good news. I thought you actually had some good news for me. You just
my god, you're so rude. That actually means a lot to me. You're an asshole.
That's just good news to set up for the bad news, or what you thought was going to be bad news. You were only saying that to set up the bad news of, but I must go. It wasn't actual good news that stands on its own two legs.
Do you see how rude he is to me? I've been nothing but nice to him this whole stream, and he's a jerk to me at the end. You know what? Fuck you. Good night, chat. I hope you had fun with us, with my lack of stories.
Barb.
And
for reals? For reals. Thank you so much for joining the podcast with me tonight. I really do appreciate it.
Honestly.
It was a lot of fun. Also, anybody that's watching, I know we have quite a bit of subscribers over on Apple Podcasts now. I see the number going up, so that's awesome. So if anybody wants to find Barb, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Yuki May, as in Y. Wait, I'm terrible at spelling. We found my weakness. Yukiemei.
Okay. I think that's right. I'll try to link it in the show notes to make sure. But you can also find it by you can also find her by going to my website at omgitsderek.com and following the link to the Discord or any of the other socials. And then if you need to find her, ask me. If you can't find her, she does a lot of awesome emotes. So if you're a streamer, if you need emotes of any kind, whether you're a streamer or not a streamer, but need emotes at all, she does an amazing job at them. She is an amazing artist. She's done all of the emotes on my channels and stuff. She's super talented. So definitely look her up if you need any type of work like that done. Also, Princess, Hokage, everyone else in the chat, thank you as always for joining into the podcast. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a fantastic night. It was great chatting with you all tonight. Love your faces. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And for those of you that come around for the podcast, I'll see you next week for the podcast. Till next time.
Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you had
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.